Okay, welcome back, folks. We are looking at solving simple equations in my class here. And this video is done by myself, Mr. Imran Iqbal from Imran Iqbal One-to-One Tutor on YouTube, the home of mathematics. Okay, right. Let's have a look at these two particular equations. So these particular equations that we have here are 3 steps. So let's have a look how we start the question. We follow the same rules as when we're doing 2 steps. So let's start at the x. So step 1, rule 1, we start at the x. So we start here. Now, we have to then identify the actions. So Mr. Fahmy, you lead me to this question. Identify for me all of the actions in this particular question. Take in consideration there are going to be 3 actions. So what is the first action, Mr. Fahmy?
4x.
4x is not an action. Time by 4 is the first action. So we actually, hang on 1 second, I've done okay, right. Time by 4, we underline it, is called the first action. Mr. Fahmy, what is the second action?
+5.
+5, well done, underline it. Label that second action. Okay, now let's see if you understand what is the third action, Mr. Fahmy. Mr. Fahmy, what is the third action?
X.
No, X is where we start. We don't. No. Okay. Right. Let's have Khadija. Can you help him, please?
The bracket.
Brackets is not the action itself.
56.
56. Where 56 from? Okay, Mr. Yusuf.
The 2 next is a bracket, so you
That's the
can
closest. Not the 2. It's just time by 2.
time by 2.
So which is called the
Third step.
third action. So X is first of all been timed by 4. Then it's been added by 5. Then all the answer has then been doubled. Timed by 2. So we have our 3 actions. Now, Mr. Fahmy, which action do we move first?
The second.
The third one, the last one. Because the rule 3 says solve by moving the actions in reverse order. So first, second, third action. So which action do you move first? The last one, the third. Third first, then the second, then the first. So let's grab the multiply by 2. So opposite time by 2 is? Divide by 2. So we have here now 4x add 5 is equal to 26 divided by 2, which is equal to 13. Now, so we move the third action. Now we have to move the second action. What was the second action?
+5.
+5 goes over, becomes a
-5.
-5. So 13 minus 5 will give us a 8. And last but not least, we have to move the first action that was last. So the first action was time by 4. So opposite time by 4 is divided by 4. Copy the x down again. Copy the equal down again. And 8 divided by 4 is 2. So first of all, we start at the x. We label the action. We circle what we're going to move. We move everything in reverse order, and the job is done. One more question for good measure. Right. Let's have Ruqayya. You lead on this question. Where do we start the question?
We start the third one.
Where do you start the question, Ruqayya?
At x.
At the x, not the third one. We start the equation at x by looking at the x. So tell me, Ruqayya, what is the first, second, and third action in this particular question? First action is?
The 6x.
You mean time by 6, which is the first action. The 6th action is not the first action. Right, what is the second action? -7 is the second action. Well done. And what is the third action?
The 66.
The time by 6, not the 66. Where do you get 66 from? That is the third action. So x is first of all being timed by 6, then it's minus by 7, then all of that being timed by 6. So that's the order. Okay, Fatima, how do we solve this equation? Let's go for it.
You start at the third action,
Which is
the 6th
time by 6, yeah?
and then you drag it to 66, and you divide by 6, and then you get answer
66 divided by 6 is
11.
11.
Then you copy the equal down.
Copy down the. What happened to the brackets?
They've gone.
The bracket disappears because the multiplier outside is gone.
Yep.
You don't need brackets anymore. Next. Okay, what do we do next? Let's have Khadija. What do we do next?
So
You
Remove the third action. Now you can move the.
the second action, that's -7. Bring it to the side. That's +7. That
So
equals
11 add 7 is
18.
Yusuf.
Yes.
What do we do next?
Now you do the 6 times.
Which is the first action, move that last.
Yeah,
So which is time by 6. That becomes
We divide it by 18.
divide by 6.
Okay.
So 18 divided by 6 is.
3.
So 3 is equal to. Oops. Now 3 equals to x and x equals 3 is the same thing. And that's the answer for those two. So that's taken us nearly 6 minute video. Nice and quick. Hopefully this helps you with your classwork and homework. That's the end of this video.